Now we need to get to where the dog pushes himself. This will take a little more imagination because every dog is different and might need a different approach. This is Julio, and this is how I train him to push. Just like I showed you with the previous dogs to feed them on the skateboard, the only difference is that I am making him put his front paws only. I still have the nylon line and the foot on the wheel to control the skateboard. Whatever you do, only give him food or treats when his front paws are on the skateboard. As he puts his weight in it, he will push himself naturally. So I let him rock the board from side to side slowly. You let him push more and more. He will be pushing the board towards you because that's how he gets his rewards. This has to become second nature for him. Julio makes it look very easy, but it takes weeks or even months to get like this. You are teaching something that is not natural for the dog to do. Good training is nothing but repetition, consistency, and lots of positive reinforcement. Some dogs will like this more than others, but it's really up to you to put the time that it takes to make the dog feel comfortable and have fun. Notice how I always keep the skateboard under control. If I don't do it, the skateboard will be flying all over the place and the dog could get discouraged. Now that you've done this for a while, you need to start stretching the distance. When the dog is pushing the board from side to side, it's easy for him to keep his back legs on the ground. But when you stretch the distance, the board moves faster and the dog gradually will start to push with one rear leg or two side legs. And he will do that because that will be the most comfortable way for him to push it. This is actually old footage of Julio when I started training him about 6 months ago. Look at my footwork. I'm always in control of the skateboard. Sometimes he might need a little push to get started. And this is a flat surface. Sometimes he pushes with his rear legs and sometimes with one. As long as the dog is pushing and is happy, that's all that matters at that time. When the dog comes to you, start backing up, just to gain more distance. Sooner or later, he will take off as fast as he can. Julio is doing all of this because of food and treats rewards. But the ultimate goal will be when he gets to like it so much that his reward will be the skateboard. This parking lot is slightly downhill, so he has to move his legs faster in order to keep up with the skateboard. Very important that you take your dog to different places, not only to get the different surfaces, but to get the dog used to noises like traffic, etc. Alright, now we're getting to the fun stuff. Most of the times when people see my dogs skateboarding, the main question is, how do you train them to steer? Well, the concept is actually very simple, but it takes a lot of training, mainly repetition, day after day after day after day. When you are getting ready to teach your dog to steer the board, you have to make sure that you loosen the trucks. This is very important. These trucks are designed for humans to put heavy weight on them. So because the dogs are not that heavy, you need to loosen them up as much as you can. Once the dog is pushing well and starts going downhill with confidence, I look for sidewalks with plants and bushes on the sides. The dog might just push a few steps before crashing or getting stuck on the grass. He's going to get his reward only when he follows a straight line. Of course, in the beginning, it should only be a few yards, but by repeating this over and over and over, the dog will start learning to lean towards the side that he wants to go. And the only way that he will learn is by crashing or getting stuck. Once your dog is able to control the skateboard on the sidewalk for about 20 or 30 yards, it's time to move to a slightly downhill parking lot. And just like you were waiting for the dog to come to you on the sidewalk, you're going to do exactly the same thing, but now slowly you're going to start moving to the left and then to the right. Keep talking to the dog. Keep calling his name, encouraging him to turn towards you. Like I said before, Julio makes this look very easy, but it took months of training every day to get where he's at right now. And it will take many more to get him where I want him to be. Following these simple steps, you should be able to train your dog to skateboard. Just keep in mind, it would take a long time to get it right. And most important, that the dog has to be happy when he's doing it. And that the dog should not be abused or forced into doing something just for a showing off purpose. Keep up the good work, and I will see you on the beach, in the net videos, or maybe on TV or the big screen. Good luck. I hope you enjoyed this video, and my apologies for talking to you so slow. When I talk fast, not even my wife can understand what I say.